Everybody was lower then, and that's why we opened the schools, right? People opened schools because the numbers were down. Numbers start spiking up again. It's going to keep going back and forth until we get vaccinated. I mean, we have two new variants now. That's the other big issue. Two new, more contagious variants. That means that when there is a spike or an outbreak, it's going to go faster and it's going to hit more people. So that's the accelerating factor here. So our race to get vaccinated is even more critical, but people need to understand you still have to do the basic protocols to protect yourself. It's not until you are fully vaccinated. There's no, you have to keep doing that. And in the communities, people are starting to close their schools down. I'm sure you've been hearing that. And we'll see more of that until we can get things back in place. One of the things that we have right now is a new bill, because another little Republican trick on the budget side was requiring full-time schooling to get they had some extra payments that they were putting into the school funding for schools that did not really have much Title I funding. They're holding Title I funding, $850 million of that, but they also are holding hundreds of millions in funding for schools unless they go to full-time in-person schooling. And so we are going to push a bill forward to eliminate that requirement, because you're forcing schools to go in person just to get funding. And that really seems wrong to most of us, and that doesn't really make sense. And I don't think that was the intention, right? I don't think anybody predicted when they wrote that legislation that we were going to see this spike right now. So nobody wants to force people to go to school and continue this pandemic for school funding. That's completely wrong. That's amoral almost, right?